What up, what up, what up? We here again, man. Another episode of Eliminate the Doubt. It's your host, your boy Jay Sims, the Supreme Pie God. I'm here with my brother, man of many traits.
They say Jack of all trades.
I never heard nobody say that, but that's a good one. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
they
Jack.
say.
Who is they?
You know who they is.
The Jack of all trades. Right now, Mr. Hoodie season. As you can see, Camp Jack. 1/5 of the Reason to Doubt podcast. First time on Eliminate the Doubt. Make sure everybody look out for that Camp Jack hoodie season. Come shop. But a round of applause first time on Eliminate the Doubt, Joe Jack.
Big Joe Jack.
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
It's funny, like we on here for the first time, but it's gonna be awkward. I'm gonna ask you questions and shit, and I already know the answers to some of these.
You might not though.
I know that's why.
I might fuck you up.
Yeah, we go see that. But everybody that's subscribed and watching this, man, we appreciate y'all still supporting Reason to Doubt. Reason to Doubt taking a little break right now from the main show. But as you see, Eliminate the Doubt, we're going to be coming at you every week with a different one-on-one interview. I'm going to interview all of the guys of Reason to Doubt, even Lil Deuces, A Media. Y'all know this is shot by A Media, watching this in 4K right now. And but we're going to give you more one-on-ones. We give you more content. We coming through with another, rebrand right now. So all of us are working. We're trying to make this thing as big as possible. So make sure y'all subscribe, hit that notification button, all that, get our subscribers up, because we will be back in full effect. But right now we're getting into Eliminate the Doubt with Joe Jack. So everybody, we already did this on the show, and I'm not gonna ask you your top 5 music artists. We already did that. If y'all don't know, go back and look. I'm coming at you the first with a different question. Since you're the sneaker enthusiast, that's what you call it?
Sneaker enthusiast.
Right. I need to know your top 5 sneakers of all time.
That's tough.
I'm plugging in the sounds too. Sound effects, After Effects. So I'm gonna have like the Jeopardy. Like that.
I don't know, man.
It's your top 5 favorite sneakers, man. It could be something you wore. You got your top 5.
Top 5. I got the Dorenbecker 8s. They going crazy for sure. Bread 1s. Cement 3s.
That's the best shoe.
Shatter backboard 1s. I'm gonna throw 2 together, kind of like some bullshit, but
Some 6 rings?
no,
Dub Zero? He said you throw
no,
it together.
no, give me them red and white 17s and 18s.
Man, they need to bring them back.
Retro them, please.
They need to bring them back. Okay.
There's so many though, man. I love everybody know anything about me. I love sneakers, man. So it's kind of hard to just throw out.
It's like
5.
picking one of your favorite kids or some shit.
I only got 2, bro. So
I'm just saying.
I got 2 favorite kids. I got a favorite boy and a favorite girl. Keep it simple like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But Eliminate the Doubt. We trying to broaden it where people they see us every week on the podcast and shit, but they ain't really getting the full experience on who we are technically. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give people like a background on you. Get people to know you a little better than they know you. So
I'm with it. I think it's super important because like the people that do know me, like on a growing up level, know me. I always been like real laid back, real quiet, real reserved. So it's a couple reasons behind that, but I kind of over the last couple of years, like I've been like on a mission to change that, let people in more on my life and my story, or where I came from and where I am now, and kind of like the trials and tribulations and stuff like that. So I talk about inspiring people and motivating people. Like I got a passion for like leading, but how you gonna lead if you ain't letting nobody in? I always had
Right.
this wall up, so but it's a work in progress though for sure.
Other people like where you grew up. You know what I'm saying?
Alton, Illinois, man. I hate it because we come from a small town and everybody be like, you don't seem like you from Alton. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
hate that shit.
I don't like that shit either. You don't dress like you from Alton. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you try to slight this on my town.
Yeah.
But then, but at the same time, I feel like it's important to represent where you come from, though. A lot of people blow up and, move on and move out of town, and then they claim another city and stuff, and I ain't for that. And a lot of people may get it twisted, though, because we right next to St. Louis, and I am a huge Cardinals fan. So, like, I got a lot of Cardinal gear, Cardinal hats, but I'm not from St. Louis. Like, I would never, I tell people I'm from outside of St. Louis, and I love all my St. Louis friends and family, but I'm not from St. Louis. All in Illinois, born and raised, hood, Mexico, uptown, projects, Alton Acres, single parent household, like the whole struggle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's why I was about to ask you. So like, what was it? Your what was your situation like with like your parents? Did you said single mother?
Yeah,
Stuff
we
like
grew
that.
up in me, my brother, and my sister grew up in a single parent household. Mom's barely home because she always working doubles and weekends and holidays and stuff. So it was rough. We didn't really have much. Uh, we didn't have much parenting in the house because my mom was always, shout out to her. She was always on the run trying to provide for us.
Right.
But you know,
So like what would you say like your early influences like that help you mold you into the person you are now? Like who did you look
my
up to
grandpa,
early?
man,
Right.
my grandpa. My grandpa was pretty much, what I'm saying, my father figure, my mom's dad. My other grandpa, he died when I was young, so I never really got a chance to know him. And so my grandpa, he was like, he was in our lives. He helped us out a lot. He pretty much taught me a lot of things about life, a lot of things about being a man, and like what I'm saying, forever indebted to him for that. And I mean, and without that, like I really don't know where I would be. Like he helped me pick me up when I was down. And I mean, as far as like people that I admire and look up to, like he top tier, number one for sure.
Yeah. A lot of people would say this gonna be this funny on here. I tell the people on here. Like people see me and Joe Jack now, like that's my dog, like that's my ace, something like that. Me and Joe Jack was not cool though growing up.
Nah, I ain't fucking like you. I ain't gonna fake. But I didn't like none of y'all though. You know what I'm saying? Like, but reason being because what I'm saying. A lot of people, I don't hoop no more at all. But like, I was a hooper.
Yeah.
Like I was with it. You know what I'm saying? So when it come to, on the court, like I super competitive. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, aggressive as fuck. And I felt like I was that guy.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying? So it was like whenever, you know what I'm saying? And then I didn't really know you, so I really didn't care about you.
yeah.
And you was nice too, so it was always like you was the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Like,
why I said,
you was the
and
opposite.
it was funny because I had said that to somebody else, like, what y'all ain't like? I said, it wasn't nothing but like some competitive like basketball
Other
shit.
than that, I didn't know you as a person, so
Yeah.
I really didn't know
And
you enough to not like you. It was just really on the court for real.
And I remember when me and you first got cool, I remember like niggas I used to fuck with or some shit. They were like, you cool with Joe Jack? I'm like, yeah, that's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's about, bro, y'all niggas just be like kind of beefing with each other.
Yeah, for sure. It was like I said, it was strictly on the court because competitive nature. But other than that, I can legit say I never had a real beef in my life with anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, you played ball, growing up. What would you say was like your first dream? Like what did you think like you want? Like what did you dream about when you was a kid?
Um, really just man, just getting rich for real.
Right.
Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I've been motivated since I was a shorty. Like me and my cousin Brandon, we used to cut grass with my grandpa, shovel snow, whatever we had to do. You know what I'm saying to get to a bag. Me and KD, we had a little gel pen mechanical pencil operation going on in middle school. It was crazy, man. But like I always was just really just trying to get some money, like on the low, and I always wanted to be fly. I always wanted to have the latest this, that, and the other. But like I was just money motivated, man. That's
What
what
where
that
you
was.
think that came from? Like the motivation, like the hustle. Like is it in you or did you? Because I feel like I had, for instance, right? Like you had motivation like to get money, but I feel like when we was younger, we damn near had the wrong motivation to get the money because like nobody showed. Like we grown now, we see how many different ways it is to get money, and but we looked at nigga that was hustling.
Oh,
We
for
looked at
sure.
that's all we kind of seen who was getting the money. So like
And see, yeah and no, because I pretty much had the best of both worlds. I seen my grandpa, my mom, like they was all punching that clock heavy though. You know what I'm saying? They had we struggled early on, but eventually they had good jobs. Good, especially when it come to black people. Like, oh, you got
yeah,
a good job.
yeah.
So my grandparents and my mom, they had really good jobs, and so I seen them get into the bag in a legal, like real regular way. But I also seen the street niggas get into that sack too. And to be honest, like that was more like I admired that more. You know what I'm saying on the early level. But as I got older, I realized that that was more or less temporary. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in it for the long haul. So you know. We grew up watching the movies, the Paid in Full, the Belly, Goodfellas, all of the mob movies and stuff. Everybody was getting to a bag, So that's pretty much where the motivation came from early, and then growing up in the hood, like everybody worked, like everybody was straight though. So I seen people get into the bag, and that's pretty much what motivated me to get to it too.
So we're gonna fast forward a little bit, but I just wanna you was like I always knew you was hooper. Like Joe Jack, you go to the park, Joe Jack gonna be at the park. Even if he ain't hooper, he waiting till other hoopers get there to hoop. Like he chilling on the sideline and
Like
shit.
6 7 days a week for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. But you was a couple years older than me. But what made you think like what was the decision to make like when you went kind of heavier into the streets and like fuck school and shit like that? Because I know we make jokes all the time like you dropped out of school, but it's only a joke because like you bounced back from that shit. That shit didn't fuck you up. Like that's why we all friends and we making jokes about that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
that shit right there can damage somebody's life forever. Like you didn't let that hold you back. But what was going through your mind as 16, 17-year-old kid? Like, man, I'm about to fuck this school shit.
Shit, it was earlier than that. It
Yeah,
was like shit 14, 15.
right.
Like I really felt like school or work, and it's like I said, I synced the best of both worlds, but that don't mean I wanted to do that shit. So I thought people that work had jobs and shit. I was like some square shit to me. Like you gotta go, somebody telling you what to do. You gotta be there at a certain time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it the other way, but like I said, I made a couple mistakes and um really like I said, I really just thought that it was gonna be like that for the rest of my life. Like
Yeah.
I was just gonna be able to get it, and then you know what I'm saying, and I was gonna become rich like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that really didn't. So I just feel like I made a bunch of mistakes. You know how people make their mistakes. You know what I'm saying, when they grown. I made a lot of mistakes when I was young, and I kind of got it out the way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's why, like you said, that's why I was able to bounce back because, and then a lot of people mature, on a different time. So I matured early. Like I said, I learned from my mistakes, and then like I wasn't a repeat offender when it came to because I look at life like everything happened for a reason. I'm a firm believer in fate and destiny, so I see the signs. So when you see some shit, shit don't look right or shit be weird, like you gotta go the other direction. So that's pretty much what happened to me, and that's why I was able to bounce back. And the thing about, I knew better.
Yeah.
Overall, like ultimately, I knew better. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen the wrong, but I also knew the right. So and I can't say that for everybody because I have positive influence on my life.
Facts, facts. What since we on like your younger self, I like asking this question to people. What advice would you give to like your young self, like that 15, 16, 17-year-old Joe Jack? If you had, we get in a time machine and you go back right now, like what would you tell your younger self?
Um, take your education a little more serious. Not a little more. Take your education more seriously. Find you somebody. Find you a positive influence in your life. Find you somebody that you like a mentor. Find you a mentor. Find somebody that you admire enough. You know what I'm saying, to lead you in the right direction. I think that's key to younger people because a lot of people don't have nobody. So the way I view it is, I never had nobody talk to me that looked like me. You know what I'm saying? You had your principal, your teacher and stuff, suit and tie, like, people at your church or people in your neighborhood, like, do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I don't nobody want to hear that,
That
though.
was gonna be my next question. Like, you think that your younger self would even listen to you?
Well, me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Like somebody like me,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Because, dude, like I said, I never had nobody talk to me that looked like me or nobody that I aspired to look like. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody had the shit that I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, everybody want to tell you what to do, but why you ain't doing it? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like if I had somebody that looked like me talking to me, then I would have made better decisions early on.
Facts, facts. So now we fast forwarding. Um, you one of my niggas though. Like, I'm like, bro on this shit, like working, doing this thing and shit. And you was always like low key out the way, you
Mm-hmm.
know. You deal with, you know what I'm saying. You fuck with the people you fuck with. You move around with people you move around with. But Joe Jack ain't getting brought up in nothing. You stay out the way.
Mm-hmm.
But now you doing a. I started this thing, this Reason Doubt podcast shit. Niggas didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Uh, Not niggas. What everybody fuck with me, but like everybody was confused, like what I was doing, kind of. But then you was fucking with it, like you got down, like shit. I'm with it. What made you like start doing that? Like step in front of the camera. What did you see in it to like? Damn, I want to start. I jump on the podcast. I'm a create a brand. You had your own show. You know what I'm saying? Like what you think made? What was the motivation to do that?
Uh, Man, just trying stuff. I had made a post on Facebook not too long ago about just trying stuff, like just really challenging myself. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to. That's where the whole, what I'm saying. Like I ain't don't know cocky shit when I say Big Joe Jack. It's just really an evolution because Joe Jack and Big Joe Jack two totally different people. And if you know me, then you know that. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the growth, you've seen the elevation, and you just seen the change. You know what I'm saying? Old me would have been like, hell no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But first of all, like anybody that I be around, you know what I'm saying? Like I believe in them. So like it's almost one of them say less type things. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you want to do this podcast? Like win, lose, or draw? Like we finna try this shit. And like I said, it was around the time where I'm big in sneakers, so I seen the sneaker culture all over YouTube and stuff like that. So I kind of like, man, I want to be like a, because I got all the sneakers, so
Yeah.
I might as well be a sneaker influencer too. Which, to be honest, I really didn't like it as much as I thought I would. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like really just being comfortable in front of the camera, being comfortable in front of people, motivating people, inspiring people, and sharing my story. I think that's important. Everybody be like, your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you? If I was gone tomorrow, like, motherfuckers gonna talk about Joe Jack for a long time. You know what I'm saying? That's my stamp. You know what I'm saying, on the game because, like you said, you can't really, it ain't no smut on my name, ain't you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I never had a legit beef, just a real cool, laid back dude. If you don't like me, then it's probably something that you got going on with yourself.
Right.
So really, it's just about just just trying something new, just challenging myself for real.
Yeah, that's why even us, like I want all of us to do these one-on-one interviews, just kind of showing the people a different side of us. Because even though we be on the podcast, we keeping it real, giving it up, but we not really. It's more. It's way more to
You're not
all of
letting
us.
people in.
Yeah, it's way more to all of us. Like all of us got a story. All of us been through shit, and all of us can help. Like that's one thing I love about doing the podcast. We got so much potential to help people, and we already helping people, motivating people that really fuck with us. Like we ain't did an episode in a couple weeks, and people hitting me like, "What's up with the podcast and shit?" And even we was fucking around like we was beefing and shit. People was like, it was a couple people upset about that, like really. And I just wanna, doing this interview with you, your story is motivational. Like you person that got out your comfort zone and you doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know people that know you, they proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like people that grew up with you, like they never expected you to even to do these things. But so we've been doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying? 3.5 years, and we've been talking about for since then. You starting your own brand and shit. And I know you. You don't like to half-ass nothing, so you ain't gonna do it unless it's right. But now you got the Camp Jack, the hoodie season, and you taking like shit by storm. Like every day I see more and more people with it. You making more posts. You investing into the brand. Were you doing it yourself? So where did that start?
So I started I said I always been, saying in the style and fashion, sneakers, they all go hand in hand. It's a big part of our culture. That was like your identity growing up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's different ethnicities in the sneaker culture now, but it kind of started with us. And so, but I like to see everybody getting involved, but that was just our way of like expression. You know what I'm saying? Showing who you are, what you was, and that kind of shit that deemed you cool. You know what I'm saying, when you was a fly guy. But really, so I was always big into fashion and stuff. But people, and I started my Joe Jack Style Instagram. So I just would lay out my flooring and post different outfit pictures, something that I would wear, something I think somebody else would like, just different outfit ideas and stuff like that. So I had people hit me up like, "Hey, is that your stuff?" And I'm like, "No, that's Nike stuff." You know what I'm saying? No, like that's Gucci stuff. No, that's this, that's that, that's Paper Planes, that's what I'm saying. But people was like, "Oh, why don't you just start your own brand?" And I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." You know what I'm saying? So more and more people kept hitting me up about starting my own brand, and so I was just like, so I just started brainstorming, came up with an idea, Camp Jack. And like I just remember posting, I had my hoodies on, I was like hoodie season and stuff like that, and it just kind of stuck like, damn, it is hoodie season. But for real, we live in a day and age, especially in the Midwest, where you can kind of wear hoodies all year round.
Right.
So hoodie season is just kind of like a play on words. Like really, it's always hoodie season. And so that's where the brand came from.
But the brand name is Camp Jack, though.
Camp Jack is the brand. Hoodie season is a theme. So I can kind of go crazy with the Camp Jack. I can do different things. Me and my homeboy, we partnering, to open a store eventually. But yeah, Camp Jack is the brand, but it's bigger than the brand. Like I said, I'm big into like leading, influencing, um, inspiring people, mentoring. Like I want to do all of that. So that all go under the umbrella Camp Jack.
Right. That's why I was gonna ask you like what is Camp Jack, but you just explained it right there and shit.
Yeah.
And me and you done talked about it. There's many things we can do with that.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
So that's definitely dope. So that's what people want to know too. Is it more to like Camp Jack? How soon is like new designs coming, or you know what I'm saying? What you got coming for the spring and
Really,
everything?
I just been pushed colorways, man. Like I got a bunch of sneakers. My mind go crazy whenever it go to ideas and colorways. So I just kind of create something that I like, or I think people would like. I might post it, and I might get 6 or 7 people like, "Hey, I want that." You know what I'm saying? So it's fun. Like I'm really excited. Like the support been crazy, and like I see it being a huge brand. I see it being everywhere. The price point is very reasonable. The quality is there, and it's up. It's pretty much up from here.
Well, I know you a type of guy like with your brand is who you are. You just like you a guy like you doing things your own way. Like you ain't never been a follower. Like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
any type of way. But it got to be like some influences that you see like with people like that you don't even know yet. Just from on social media, like what's some of your influences like within fashion or anything, motivational speaker, just people that you kind of get some game from. You don't even gotta know them. Like just some of your
Um,
influences.
I watch a lot of. First and foremost, I want to shout out DJ Stino, the homeboy. Be yourself. Get that water
For
brand.
sure, for sure.
Retro Worldwide, like them cats, they gave me so much game. They let me use their store whenever I first got started. Like, I'd never forget that. And just, just the local brands, just seeing them doing it. And then, people like, Virgil, rest in peace, being a creative, always kind of looking at things outside the box. I mean, just go back, old like Dapper Dan, just people that really just created the wave. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Like I see because everybody, like I say, I'm not a follower, but everybody gets some type of inspiration from something or somebody though. So it's just kind of like your game. You might be like, I like Carmelo, I like Mike, I like Kobe. So I might take a little bit of this from him, a little bit of that, and then just kind of, that makes you who you are. So
So what would you? I'm gonna ask this question. I ask this question to everybody. So like, what does success look like to you? Like I ask you that because some people want to be like you look at a nigga like Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? Like success to him in the fashion. I don't know how you feel now, but at first, success wasn't enough just to make money on his own brand. He wanted to be the biggest brand.
mm-hmm.
So that's why he wanted to go through them hoops and shit. Like for Camp Jack and just you as a person, like what does success look like for you?
I would definitely want to be the biggest brand. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole goal was to inspire, influence people, kind of, pave the way, show them that it can be done, build generational wealth for, my kids and they kids and they kids, take my family to the top and just create opportunity for other people though. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of the things sometimes you got to see the ball go through the hoop. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to pull. You know what I'm saying? In order for that ball to go through the hoop. So, like I said, I made on my Facebook post. I tried a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And if I miss, I miss. I'm gonna put it up again though. But really, it's like Ross said on that song with him and Lil Wayne. It was like how many people you bless. That's how you measure success. So really, it's just about I just gave some sneakers away. Like I gave clothes away. Like I always help people out. Most 99% of the stuff that I've done for other people, nobody really know about. But what I'm saying, as of late, I kind of let people in a little more, just to kind of let people know the type of person that I am. But really, it's just about creating opportunities, building generational wealth for real, and doing it the right way. Like I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. Like I'm not trying to throw nobody under the bus to get to where I'm trying to go. Really, just building, creating a community though. Camp Jack is a community, solid people, man. Because it's not even just about the fashion. It's not even about sneakers. It's a whole brand, you
Yeah.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Success just look different for different people. You know, that's just something that people just got to get a grasp of. Like,
To be honest, but like growing up, like everything that I ever wanted, I got. And so it's like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like now I need to help everybody else get it or get it on the larger scale for real.
sure. That's why you know what I'm saying. You make them goals. Now you gotta make a new goal. You know what I'm saying. New list. You know what I'm saying. You checked off everything off them boxes.
And that's why I just feel like, I always tell people dreams and goals are two totally different things, you know what I'm saying? But that don't mean stop dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Because goals get you to your dreams. Goals are just like stepping stones in order to get you to your dreams though. But a lot of people just dream and never really take action.
Yeah.
So you gotta have you say you gotta have a checklist, so you gotta check those boxes. But like I said, I can, like if I do something, I can inspire one person. You know what I'm saying? And then that's one step for me. Or I can conquer like one of my fears. Like I always been like introverted, kind of shy. The more and more people I'm comfortable in front of, I'm checking another box for me. A lot of people won't even see it though. So that's success to me.
So like, how you feel about doing like just with Reason and Doubt? What's the biggest thing from Reason and Doubt? Like, what's the highlight that's been so far in doing the podcast?
With me or with us?
Just with you. Like, what do you see as like what stand out in your head? Like, damn, we did that. Like so far, because we still got way more to do. But just so far, like what did you what for Reason and Doubt have you seen that you like? Damn, okay.
I think it'd probably be the same answer for a lot of us. The live podcast, just seeing people put that shit on, you know what I'm saying, and come out and support us and like actually not just come through the support, but just like actually tuning in, actually paying attention and enjoying themselves and just fucking with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people some people just be like, that shit just ain't good to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got some people be like, man, that shit dope, but fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of those too, though.
No,
people that just like, man, I like what y'all doing, like keep doing that. And I really think we don't really get as much love and appreciation as we should. Because bro, we got 5 of us on the podcast. We got the man behind the camera. You got 6 black men that come together do something positive once a week.
Yeah.
You don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't be seeing that. It don't be no drama at our events or nothing like that. So everybody be giving these little awards and stuff like that. So yeah, we might not be doing what y'all want us to do, but every time we get in front of that camera, we influencing people. You know what I'm saying? We leading by example.
Yeah, just peep. I mean, how many podcasts then started and stopped since we've been doing this shit?
Yeah.
And doing that live podcast, that was like a humbling experience, like both of we did, like just to see, like you said, people putting that shit on, coming out, interacting with us and really engaging with us, like I don't know if I had an idea what to expect, but that was most definitely like the best thing that happened so far.
Yeah.
More to come though.
And like I said, it's just it's with me, my personal goals and stuff like that. It's just getting more comfortable talking, getting more comfortable in front of the camera, getting more comfortable sharing my story, because I feel like it's super important and it can help somebody, not make the same mistakes that I did.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself working for myself for sure, and Camp Jack in full effect. Like I said, just mentoring, public speaking, that type of stuff. That's pretty much what I want to do.
For sure.
I want to write a book too, which like I said, I'm not that good of a writer, so I just kind of got to figure out ways around it.
Oh no, definitely. I'm right now I'm listening to audio book. I'm listening to Fat Joe book. You know what I'm saying? Like he said he didn't write shit.
Yeah.
He said he sent all voice notes to like the writer.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's reading the audio book, but like there's so many different ways you can get with somebody. So,
But I just feel like the few people that I reached out to, they didn't really take me serious.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I think they'll probably regret it one day, like looking back on it, like, damn, I should. Cause you know my story.
It's
know
funny. It's what's
like,
funny.
for real.
What's funny about it? You're not a spiteful dude, but it's like you my brother. So, man, you had deeper conversations. You don't forget shit.
Nah, I really don't.
Anybody that like ever slighted you or even like they might be looking at like, oh, like you just said, they not taking you serious when you coming to them with an opportunity.
Yeah.
That shit happened to me all the time, and I kind of like I brush it off all the time, like, oh, they ain't fucking with it, so fuck them. You know what I'm saying? I look, you the same way, but you brought that shit, you write that shit down.
Yeah, it's duly noted, but like I said, but that don't mean that I wouldn't work with that person in the future though. But like I'm the type of person like let's figure this out together. But once I figured it out, like you ain't finna ride this way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't that, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it was one of the things where I understand though, because it's like say for instance you do a podcast, you got 1,000 motherfuckers that'll be like, hey, I want to start a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but out of that 1,000 people, only one person gonna actually do it.
Yeah.
So you might brush the wrong person off. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't really do what they're supposed to do. So you just gotta kind of understand both sides.
Yeah, I definitely. But you know what? I get offended by shit like that. If I come to somebody with something and they brush like at this point and they brush us off now, like and we know them. Like fuck them, because our work show for itself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like your work, your reputation. Like my reputation is solid though. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's something that I built over the years. So I say ain't no smut on my name or nothing like that. I don't owe nobody no money. Like I ain't really did no weird shit to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So
that's just like
I feel like that gets you in certain rooms that a lot of people can't get in.
Even us doing the live podcast, like even we doing that shit, and we had to have one of the venue we using, somebody that worked for them had to work the door for us the first time. And dude got confused, like, oh, y'all doing this, y'all serious about this shit. Like he damn near pissed me off because I'm like, fuck you mean we serious? Like I had to brush it off, but I put somebody else in the spot like, you good, dude, get the fuck on. Because so many people be on bullshit, playing around with whatever they trying to do.
Yeah.
Man, we dead serious with everything we doing.
365, and I had to, like, I be having to catch myself sometimes because I be dead serious all the time. I feel like, man, you ain't got no sense of humor. Like, I be laughing and shit sometimes. But when it come to life, bro, it ain't no jokes. Like, I'm punching that clock. I'm checking these boxes. I'm doing it every single day. Like, a lot of people only do that when you see them, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be doing that when nobody even see me. And been doing that and gonna continue to do that, like, on a larger scale. So
yeah, it's just we ain't got time to be. I don't got time to be playing around with shit. So if we doing some shit, like that's what we doing right now. So anybody that's playing or ain't taking this serious, they can't be around. So no, but going into plans for the future, we already established all that shit. So right now I got a question for you. You know, I'm into music and shit. So telling people, I just need to give people 3 albums that you fuck with to this day. They can be old. There's 3 of your favorite albums. Just give people an insight on the type of music Joe Jack be on. Because I heard Stino big up your playlist and shit. I done been chilling with you. Heard a couple. You playing some shit sometimes, man. Except that one dude. We ain't gonna speak on it, but
diplomatic immunity for sure.
Classic. Classic deuces. You hear that? Diplomatic immunity. 2 double disc.
With the Carter 5. I gotta put that out there though. You know what I'm saying? They sleep on him.
Hey, shout out to
Shout
Unknown.
out to Tucci.
No, but shout out to Unknown because his full Eliminated That episode be out this week. But in the interview, he said something. He was like, Carter 5.
Carter 5 for sure. Still bumping that. And you said 3?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Go ahead and say it, man. I know what you're trying to say, man. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to
I
say.
ain't gonna judge you, man. Just go ahead.
What I'm trying to say.
Say your boy album, dude.
I wasn't gonna say nothing about TP2.com. None of that. I wasn't gonna say that.
That's your album, man.
I wasn't gonna say it.
Nah, man. But most definitely, man. With this part of the show is like quick hitters. So I'm just gonna ask you, like on Drink Champs, we ain't gotta take shots though, but
I'll take a shot. I'll take a shot the whole interview. I have a drink. What are you talking
but
about?
it's gonna be this or that. Like so, it's gonna be like this or that question. So I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna give you 2 options. You just pick this or that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So first one, Mike or Kobe?
Kobe.
Why is that though?
Influence that he had on my life, on and off the court.
You see, I watched an interview the other day, and it was the GM of Golden State, and he was on there dead ass serious. He said we need to cancel people saying Mamba mentality, because he was like, motherfuckers ain't nobody like him. Like y'all ain't like that. That wasn't like a game. Like that Mamba
hashtag that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's going with him. Like that shit ain't no normal shit.
I agree 100%.
All right. Birdman or Master P?
Birdman.
I thought No Limit though was your shit, wasn't it?
I fuck with No Limit for sure. But I mean, you said just left or right.
I know. I'm just trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting some.
Master P on the business level, but Birdman on everything else. I mean, Cash Money. Birdman.
Malcolm X, MLK.
Malcolm.
You fucking with Malcolm. Hove, Drake.
Hove.
Lil Baby, 21 Savage.
Lil Baby all day.
Silly, man. Shout out to 21. Power or The Wire?
The Wire.
Retro 11s or 12s?
12.
All right, man. That's it. You did all right, man. You ain't even get stuck on that. I thought I was going to get you with it.
I am who I am. My name is my name. Ain't that right?
Best show ever, The Wire. You ain't seen it. Yeah. With these quick hitters, this is just I'm gonna say a word or a person, and you just give the first thing pop in your mind. That's your response about this person, about this whatever I name. So first thing first, Alden.
Alden. Behind.
Behind?
Yeah.
Like what you mean? Elaborate.
Everything. Like it's a small town and like they just be behind. Which I mean, I used to understand it, but we got the internet, we got social media. There's no reason to be behind with anything.
Sneakers.
Dope.
Reason to Doubt.
Next up.
Stino.
Get that water.
KD.
Irritating.
Juice.
Young Boss.
Deuces. What came to your mind though? Like, you couldn't say it on camera.
No, like that just came to my mind, like
Ghost.
just blank.
He ain't there.
Deuces, talented.
Okay.
Talented. I got that.
Last one, Jay Sims.
Leader.
My nigga. Man, anything you want to add before we get up out of here?
No. Make sure everybody tune in to Reason Doubt podcast. I just want to, man, gratitude, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the people that believe in me. I appreciate the people that stuck by my side when I was outside. Stuck by my side when I was outside. I appreciate all the, the people, the positive influence that I had growing up. I appreciate the people supporting my brand, man. Like, the support has been overwhelming. Truly grateful, and it's up from here. And, man, I'm just trying to lead. I'm just trying to build generational wealth, provide opportunity for other people, and inspire people, and show them that they can do it too. What they say, just because you could.
Man, don't be holding shit out,
doesn't
man.
mean
Shut the
you
fuck up, man. It's time to take my shit. Appreciate you coming on, brother. This has been another
Don't
episode.
call me brother, though. I don't like that shit.
All right, brother. This has been another episode of Eliminate the Doubt with the Supreme Pie Guide.
What you do with that?
No, I only play with like official basketballs. I don't really.
What's up?
I ain't a little kid, dude. You know what I'm saying? I got my ass kicked today. I'm kind of salty.
I see Anthony with ice on his knee.
Yeah, he kind of Anthony fucked himself up. But man, this is another episode of Eliminate the Doubt, man.
That's a dope shoe.
Shout out to, it's all right. Shout out to all Reason Doubt listeners. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you subscribe on this platform. Tune in for daily updates to the YouTube. Every day a new video will be dropping on there, so stay tuned. Always remember, just because they couldn't do it doesn't mean you can't. This is Eliminate the Doubt. Thank you for listening, watching. One.